You almost played someone else.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
This is gonna be my PSA that, okay, so there's another character in this show played by Justin Min, who happens to be my second cousin. He was cast, oh, there he is.
He's your cousin, and y'all were gonna play.
So, the part they were first considering me for, the amazing showrunner, Sunny, he was considering me to play this character's wife, pregnant wife. And so we have the same agent, Kevin, and Kevin was like, ooh, wait, they're like very related. So like,
very related.
Yeah. And so they were like, wait, really? And my mom's name is Sarah Min, that's her maiden name, Min, and so we were like, no, we're like very much blood related. And we've been asked to play love interest a couple of times, so we need everyone to know that me and Justin are blood related. We should not be playing husband and wife or lovers. That is not great, but he's amazing in it, so yeah.
That is so funny.
So I ended up with a part that I really loved that was very different from something I've played, but thanks to us being blood related. Thanks, Justin.
I saw this funny clip of you singing with Harrison Ford.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
Yes, that was really surreal, actually, because they were like, okay, if you had to sing in a car with Harrison Ford, what would you sing? And, you know, I'm a millennial, so I suggested, like, Sum 41, Fat Lip. I suggested Complicated by Avril Lavigne, 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies, Everywhere by Michelle Branch, like, and then the last one was Sugar Ray, because I'm a huge Sugar Ray fan. And on the day, we didn't know whether he'd know the words or not, but he knew kind of every word. He did. He learned it. He knew every word. And the biggest thing that I was most nervous about was actually just driving with him next to me, like acting like I was driving.
That is.
You know, like when you're typing and you know how to type, and then somebody watches you type, and you're like, oh, I actually don't know how to type anymore. You're like, how do I spell my name? And so I was like actually very stressed about driving with him. So that was probably the biggest thing, was
Not
trying
the singing,
to make sure
but the driving.
just this, yeah.
The show had a #1 album on the U.S. iTunes charts. I mean, what is that experience like?
It's surreal. I mean, I never dreamt of being in an album, singing on an album, but singing on an album in an American accent. It's a whole different ballgame. It's been a very surreal experience, a roller coaster ride. I mean, from the beginning of like having to kind of learn how to sing. I'd never been in a recording studio before my audition for this. So yeah, I learned a lot. I have no intention of continuing
I was
singing.
gonna, no,
I
not at all.
don't think so. It's terrifying. It's the most nervous I ever get. I actually auditioned for Cats.
You did?
The film. I was one of the first people to audition for this. Let's just say the dance portion of my audition didn't go to plan. You know, I couldn't quite pull out the ballet moves they were looking for. Because, I mean, the character I was going for was like one of the main sort of dancers. Did your character have
to sing?
He did have to sing. But, you know, they saw beyond that. I think they were expecting a bit more in the dance department. But, yeah, any time I've ever had to audition, it's the most nervous I've ever got.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it terrifies me.
So no music coming from you?
No, I mean, look, I came a long way. I learned to sing, and originally, all my experience up to this point had been like musical theatre, so this was the first time I was like learning to sing like a rock star. But they had to teach me how to play guitar, and that, again, was something that didn't come naturally to me. So we were blessed with the pandemic, having extra time, and yeah, what you see is, I suppose, what you get now.
It's amazing. So, you walked away with a lot of extra things.
There.
So tell us about the show, The Last of Us, what it's about.
It's about, it's based on a video game by Naughty Dog, which was, the game was created by Neil Druckmann, and it's about a virus from a fungus that infects people, and it turns people kind of into these like infected creatures, and there's different stages of the infected, but it kind of is about Joel, played by Pedro Pascal, and Ellie, played by Bella Ramsey, two incredibly talented people. And Ellie can't get infected. She's been kind of bitten by someone, but she can't get infected. And Joel is a survivor, and he's kind of seen it all, and he's trying to help her out of a quarantine zone. And it's a really, really wonderful story, and the game's incredible, and the show's just building upon that, so.
That sounds awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations on all the success. Welcome to the Chippendales. Can you tell everyone what it's about?
So welcome to Chippendales. You know, everyone knows Chippendales, sort of the male dance review thing. You know, it's a big part of pop culture, but...
Who is right?
Big fans of Chippendales. Me too, I'm a big fan, but I didn't know the story behind the founding of it. It was this Indian immigrant who started it, you know. I always think of it as this very American thing, but it was an Indian immigrant who started it, and people don't know this, but the first 15 years behind the scenes, there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of murder between the people who created Chippendales. There was murder, there was arson. This guy was, you know, the character I play, he was setting fire to other clubs that he thought were stealing his ideas.
Wow.
And multiple murders. And everybody who started Chippendales has passed away of not natural causes. So it's a wild true crime story. Yeah.
Whoa, that sounds tough. So you get to play the bad guy.
I do.
You're smiling. I take it, do you want to play more bad guys in the future?
Yeah, you know, I'd love to play bad guys because it's sort of, it's a little scary, but it's also kind of freeing, you know, because you sometimes think of stuff and you're like, oh, I shouldn't do that. But if you're pretending to be this character, you're like, you know, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I will, you know. So I would love to do it. It's, you know, I usually get to play comedic roles, to play something like this, like a really dark, intense guy who, you know, the ways he solves problems are illegal and immoral, and that's fun to pretend to do.
You look like you're having a lot of fun. Tell us about White Lotus. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a super popular show.
Yeah, a lot of people watch it, and a lot of people are very opinionated about it as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love that. That's a good thing to have.
Yeah, it's a conversation starter, you know? Yeah.
And Jennifer Coolidge, she's hilarious on the show. Is it fun working with her?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's like, she's the most unique person I've ever met.
Is she?
Kind of everything that you would want her to be, she is.
She's hilarious. Is it
She
hard not
is.
to laugh at her?
It's very
scenes?
hard. Yeah, yeah, in scenes, this is bad because it's like, it shows that I'm not really doing the best job as an actor in this case, but like over the shoulder, they do all these different shots when you're, you know, filming something. And there's so many times where it's like over my shoulder on Jennifer, and my character's so like reactionary to her, and she's going off on all these tangents, she's doing all this stuff, she's so chaotic in this genius way, and I'm just trying everything I can to not like laugh or not like ruin the shot by like moving my shoulders. And it's really hard when you're trying not to laugh, you're like trying to be serious.
Right.
It's also
Stay in character.
You're trying to stay in character.
I understand that.
You're like squeezing so like you're still, so you're not ruining the amazing thing she's doing. And it was also really cold. We were filming randomly, it was really cold, but it was supposed to look like summer. So I was like doing all this, and I peed myself a couple times. Yeah.
I did not expect for you to say that.
I did, and I'm not just saying that to like be a story. Like I literally like a tablespoon of pee.
All right, a tablespoon.
Yeah, like I would say so. Yeah, like I had to go to the bathroom after it. Yeah, I shouldn't be saying this,
I
but
love you.
here I am.
I love it's your moment. You say what you want to say, girl.
Yeah, it's the truth. It is. I'm an honest gal. It's the truth.
Season 1 of Yellowjackets is so popular. Like a psychic predicted it?
Yes, I have a psychic, Fatima, who I love very much.
Wow.
In the middle of the pandemic, I was talking to her, and she just said, all I see is work, work, work. And I, you know, at that moment in time, it sounded like a crazy thing to say. And I had done the pilot for Yellowjackets and literally had not heard anything. Nobody had been like, it looks great. You know, I hadn't heard anything. So she said, you've already done part of it and you're gonna do more and it's gonna be a huge hit. And I just was like, I guess I did this pilot, but and she was like, it's that.
So in that moment, you didn't even relate it to Yellowjackets?
No, I just was like, what's she talking about? I guess it's, and she was like, yes, it's this. And then she said, you're gonna have a moment in your career that you felt like, because it didn't happen when you were 25, that it was not gonna happen. And it's coming. And I was like, okay.
And it hit.
She's very good.
She's very good. She's very good. Tell us something good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The show is picked up for the 3rd season. Tell us about season 2.
Season 2 is crazy. If anyone's seen season 1, it's pretty insane. And episode 2 of season 2 just ramps it up, and it gets, it gets real crazy.
That means make sure y'all watch that.
Yeah.
That means, yeah. Oh my God. And do your friends try to get secrets out of you about it?
Yes, I got to a point where I almost left my group chat with my best girlfriends because they were just always trying to figure out, you know, like, who's this guy? Who's that guy? What does this mean? And I was like, this is where I come to escape my work. Not to talk
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, it was funny because we were talking about it in the green room, and my friend who's my stylist was like, well, we're just trying to figure some, you know.
Like,
like,
no, we're
okay.
not giving anything away. So the casting of adults and younger actors is just amazing. Like the actress that like plays you looks nothing like how she looks on camera.
Yeah, well, this looks similar, I think.
Y'all look very similar.
Yeah.
But then, what does she look? Look at her
I
hair.
know, she's so gorgeous. She's so beautiful. And she's like the most talented actress. I'm so honored to play that character with her. Sophie.
Oh my God, that is
Yeah,
amazing.
I know. She looks very different.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.